a very warm welcome, especially to the new people to the channel, because if there's one thing you should know before you get fully involved with our videos on our channel, it's the fact that we may be dormant, but we never go extinct. And that is the case with this video, because as you can see, the previous episode in this video was released around 4 or 5 months ago. In February, episode 4 was released. So we have been dormant, but we are not extinct. And I'm going to do something unique in this episode, in that I'm going to go through every single drop we've got, I've got since February the 14th, Valentine's Day. And in fact, I did have a date with Araxi, and she gave me a spider leg bottom, as you can see. So we'll start off with that. I believe with that spider leg bottom I completed the 4th, no, I didn't complete it, in fact, take that back. Anyway, I was on my way to completing the 4th leg that I ever made, but it also turns out that on that Saturday, the 14th of February, on Valentine's Day, I did have an all-day date with this boss, or with this big female spider called Araxi. So much so that I was crazy about killing her all the time. I got 300% kills. I think I got it like 5 times. So I got to 300% and then killed it even more times. At least 5 times. That's what my clips say anyway. So I got to 450% in rage and then 511% in rage, which actually proved that 500% wasn't the cap. And at this point, I believe I was under the impression that the higher the enrage you end up at, the better your pet chance, but it was actually the higher the enrage between the start enrage and the end enrage, that's when you have the highest pet chance. So it's actually best to run around the room when you started to kill at low enrage than high enrage. So I didn't realize that at the time, but anyway, I got to 511% enrage. I was pretty damn happy with that. But the thing I really wasn't happy about was the fact that I rolled a damn 4. I rolled a 4, man. I rolled a 4. If I rolled 0, I could have got the pet, but I rolled a 4. That's the closest I've ever got to getting a pet. I started rolling a lot at this time, but I didn't used to roll. But I rolled a 4 at that time. Really annoyed with that. Anyway, I still haven't got the pet to this day, and I'm closing in on 700 kills. Haven't even got the first pet. Some people have got all 4 pets with half my KC. I feel like crying now.
It was at this moment that Zem knew he fucked up.
Just as some people, you could say, are Nex addicts, I guess you could say I'm an Araxo addict, because it's just so much fun. And I just kept going and going and going, and I was rewarded with a spider leg middle, as you can see here, after a few kills, after the last time I died. And then I decided to go for something crazy. Well, it's not really crazy to most of you, but basically I was meleeing Araxo at 100%, 180% in rage, which was pretty high for me. And then I did a 300% duo with Darox Ryan, which went really well. And then I died at the same time as Araxo, which is a very newbie thing to do, but that's just me. But then it was all rewarded with my first ever Araxo's Eye. I was very happy with this, and it meant that I just needed one more piece to make my first ever knock staff, which I got right now. And that allowed me to make my first ever knock staff, but I did something really stupid. Okay guys, so first of all I thought that I might as well wait until I get 2 more leg pieces to make 2 noxious staves, since I've got 2 eyes. But I decided, because my friend apparently got hacked and lost most of his bank, that I'll lend him a knock staff, so I might as well make one of them now. And yeah, let's go. I trolled him, as you can see. Spider leg, Lego, knock staff. Let's do it. La 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 la. Okay, here we go, guys. Not sure if I'm getting this back. Hopefully I am. Nah, he's probably watching, isn't he? Of course I'm getting it back. Trust you. That's my own knock staff. Feels good. So that's a lesson learnt. Another lesson learnt. I got scammed once for the Virtus book and wand ages ago, and then again for this to someone I really trusted. and he does have a YouTube channel as well, but he never logged back in, he never gave it back, and it's all done and dusted, I guess. And I got a spider leg bottom a few kills later, which was a bit of a relief, I guess. And then I went away from RS, so because of exams, obviously, so I forgot most of it. And then when I came back, it was a nice surprise to have Can do some duo Raxo with me, and it cheered me up a bit. But that was just in the recent past, like in June or so. And yeah, that was pretty fun. He's gonna be showing that in his Road to RuneFest video. And soon after that, I reached my 600 kill. This is my 600 kill, nothing special, but obviously 2 onyxes, I'll take that any day. And at this point, I believe I also got another eye, but I forgot to record it. And I also got another spider leg top, which means that I was able to make another knock staff to wipe out some of the memories of getting scammed. But you know, I can't just keep saying it. I'm just not gonna trust anyone except maybe Can. From this point onwards, it's just not, I can't trust anyone given my circumstance. But anyway, that's about it for this episode in terms of Araxo. And it's been a pretty productive episode for Araxo, but still haven't got that pet, so hopefully that'll happen in the next episode. Time for Vorago now, and I gotta say I take back everything nasty I said about him in the last episode, because I did go 200 kills dry before I got another drop, possibly even more kills dry. And as you can see, I was rewarded with a seismic 1 split, a 5-man seismic 1 split, around 200 kills before I got any sort of seismic split, and that was really rewarding, I guess, and it felt good. 120 mil split, very good. You can't get that with the prices at the moment. But just 2 days later, we got another seismic split. This time it was a singularity, and this started a trend of me getting nothing but singularity splits for the next God knows how many kills, as you will see. So that I wasn't really happy with it, but it was a reasonably priced split, I guess. And then we also got a record. I went with a pro team. I guess they were carrying me as usual. And for some reason, as you can see, I got 1107, but for someone else it was 1040 or something like that. And I was like, okay, maybe that's a glitch. Anyway, I'm happy with 1107. I don't really go for speed kills or anything, so pretty happy with that actually, for the amount of noobiness that's inside me. And in fact, I got 5 drops once, as you can see here. I got all 5 drops DPSing. I was really surprised. I thought I'd get a 1, because this was my best chance of getting a 1, and I blew it. All 5 drops, not a single seismic. Oh well. And then as you can see here, someone called a singularity, and I got my first ever personal seismic. Around 400 odd kills later. And I felt really happy about it, because the chat box went crazy, because most of them knew that this was my first ever personal seismic after so many kills. And I sold it for 150 mil, 50 odd mil, 33 mil split, and it felt really good, because for once it was me trading people their splits rather than them trading me. And it's just a different feeling to see in the chat box Zenivilius has received a seismic singularity. It's just amazing. And 2 kills later, we got another singularity. I really didn't expect it. This time I actually died, so it could have been mine if I'd stayed alive. And it wasn't a back-to-back, but it was 2 drops and 3 kills. And then as I was bomb tanking, I got for all 5 drops yet again. My second ever time I got all 5 drops. And then as you can see, we got another singularity on a different day. But still, that's 4 singularities in this episode and 1 wand. And you can probably tell why the title of this video is what it is. Not very happy with the fact that it's a 4-to-1 ratio, but I'll take it, given that I was 200 kills dry last episode. But in the future I really do want more ones, because currently I believe my ratio is sitting at something like 4 ones and 6 singularities overall for this series. So obviously I wanna get more ones than singularities, not the other way around, especially since singularities are so low at the moment. But yeah, 5 months is a really long time, and because of that I have been getting a lot of drops, apart from the drops at the major bosses. So now we go on to GWD. As you can see, I've been doing my Zami task at Krul Tutsaroth, and also I've been doing a lot of Geonex over the last 5 months, and this is because I really enjoy Geonex, because I still need the next pet. I think I said this before, but I just want 3 pets. The Mallory pet, the Shrimpy pet, which I've already got, and the next pet, and I'm still hunting for the next pet. But the Krul Tutsaroth pet is also nice, so I guess I could go for that if I have a Zami Slayer task, or whenever I do have a Zami Slayer task. But anyway, while I was doing a trioing next, as you'll have seen in one of my vids, I got 2 back-to-back drops in one day. So I got Proenezz gloves and Virtus wand back-to-back first of all, and then I sold them for like, it was like 7 mil split for those first 2, 7.8 mil or something like that, which is really bad if you consider the fact that Virtus wand used to be like 200 mil back in the day, like a year and a half ago. But anyway, later on I got another back-to-back drop in the same day, so Proenezz chaps, and then a Torva plate body I got when I was going with Ven in Rome. And a lot of you guys might know that I have lost another companion in the Dothaven Explorer series, but I won't talk about it now, so I'm just going to go solo on that series. So I'll be doing it mainly solo and duo. And then I also got 5 back-to-back Brews and Restores drops at Nex, which didn't really help. But that's about it for Nex. And now we move on to the Slayer. What I got from Slayer in the past 5 months. Possibly one of the best Slayer drops and my favourite task, I guess, or one of my favourite tasks, Edemu task. And I got a Blood Necklace Shard, a great way to start off the Slayer for this episode. And 90.4 mil it sold for. But now coming up, we have the live reaction of a night of Trio KBD, where we all just used Revolution, and whoever got lucky got the drop.
You what, mate? How did he get that? How did he get that? I should so have stole my drone. Why? Oh my god.
Huge grats to Ryan, I guess. He's going for the Insane Final Boss title, so that was a nice relief to have got it really early. And as you can see here, in true pros fashion, on my 100th kill I ran out of anti-fire and I leached a kill thanks to Lucas, who finished it off for me. So 100 kills done, and I'm well on my way to the Final Boss title. Now let's move on to QBD. So as you can see, I extended my QBD task to make me go and do QBD. I think I had like 82 to kill. So that would pretty much have finished QBD for me, and I did. I just camped QBD. I didn't do it all in one go, I couldn't be bothered, but it only took like 3 hours, and I think I got like back-to-back royal frames as well in that 3 hours, and the kills were pretty smooth. I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't go back there, and I'm not keen on the pet either, so it's another boss down for the final boss title, and I'm pretty happy with that. There have been a lot of Slayer updates and new releases in the last 5 months, and I'm pretty happy with most of them. Definitely not happy with this one, Lava Strike Worms. They are one of the slowest ones to kill, and I was also here for the Rune Dragon update as well. Unfortunately, I didn't get anything from either of them. If I did, I could have sold it for a very high price on day of release, but day of release luck has never been a thing for me, but I'm not too fussed. It was pretty good, especially Rune Dragon tasks. I think they're probably one of my favourite tasks now, maybe tied with Edemu's, because they're really enjoyable. Like, they have a lot of HP, and they drop Rune Dragon Bones, and you have the chance at those Rage Fire Glands and things like that. And I also did some Rush of Blood, haven't been here in a while. I decided to go back there, and I got a Glacier card, which I used to get Rage Fire Boots drop, my 3rd Rage Fire Boots drop. I've got 3 boots and all of them have been Rage Fires, and yeah, I was really lucky with that. I was co-oping with Toby, but unfortunately he didn't get it, I got it. I did split it with him eventually, thanks to that card though. Those cards are pretty useful, I must say. And I also managed to finish my 500th task, which is a mini milestone, I guess. 500 Slayer task. I got 192 points. I'm not even halfway to 120 Slayer at the moment, but still, it's a pretty good achievement. I thought I'd end this video with some Ascension action, because I've increased my pet tally from 1 to 3 thanks to this particular area of RS, and it's always been a favourite one of mine because I've made 11 bows here already, and the 12th bow, as you can see, I made and traded it to my friend Turtle, who I've known for a long time. I sold it to him, so that was a nice way to sell the bow instead of just putting it on the GE every time. I've been going a lot with Toby, the person I did the Araxo vid with a few weeks ago, and that's because we co-op a lot together, and he does snipe a ton of signets off me, so it's advantageous to him as well as for me, because I can laugh when he dies. And it's been a pretty good episode for signets in terms of luck. I've been quite lucky compared to the last few episodes, and because I've got signets in like 20 odd or 30 odd kills, and that's pretty lucky, I guess. But currently I've got 4 signets in my bank, and I haven't been lucky with those, but that's the 13th bow. It's bound to be unlucky, right? Number 13. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of ascensions and a lot of drops and a lot of signets, and a lot of snipe signets. I haven't been happy about that. You must have seen it on some of our streams in the last few months. But here's a live reaction to one of the most unexpected drops. It really is. No way! I got a pet. Yeah, don't say, Zen. Well, that was my 3rd pet. I was pretty happy with it. But as you can see, sometimes I'm at a loss for words, and I state the obvious, which isn't the best thing to do. That concludes the episode, guys. Just want to wrap it up by saying that the reason I haven't done a summary of all my objectives like I usually do, like in the previous one, is because, well, actually the footage from this ended 2 weeks ago, and I've started doing a different style of recording for the next episode, episode 6, which started around 2 weeks ago, as I said. So I can't really record my progress now, because it will be my progress now rather than 2 weeks ago, which is when the clips for this episode finished. So that's why I haven't done any sort of summaries. But as I said, I'm really close to final boss, and I was going to change the blue party hat goal for this series. So if you remember, the 4 goals were 1k rot skills, 120 defense cape, blue party hat, and final boss title. So obviously I've got 2 of those, but I was going to change the blue party hat goal because it was just too much. It was rising like hell as well, and my bank was dropping. So I was going to change it, but I didn't change it because the final boss title is going to take a while to get because of the Yakamaru kills I need to get and the Durzak kills. But that will be explained in the next episode, since I have a lot of raids footage to show in the next episode. So I won't go into detail now, but I won't change the goal as of now. I'll just keep it as blue party hat, but I might do in the next episode. So watch out for that. I have a lot of raid stuff to talk about in the next episode. Might also do a Durzak guide if there is enough demand for it, but it's pretty easy as a boss. If you just do a few attempts, you'll get it really easily. But you know, if you guys want, I will do a guide for it. And just to finish off, I got the Tusker's Wrath ability, really good for DPS. You can put it in place of something like Impact on your mage action bar, or even on your range one. And also I got 900 mil total XP, which means I'm just 100 mil off the lovely 1 bill mark.